When you have more than one dog, it's very important to teach them to wait their turn whilst you are training the other dog. It is very difficult to attempt to train one dog if the other dog is trying to get in on the action. If you have a dog that guards food or is uncomfortable eating around other dogs, first you should work on that before attempting this. To begin training this, ask one of your dogs to lie down on a comfortable spot. If you have more than 2 dogs, you simply have all of the dogs lie down on their own comfortable spot whilst you have the dog you are training with up. To start with, every behaviour that you ask your working dog to do, you are going to give the dog lying down a treat. So in this scenario, every time I ask Ruby for a behaviour, Loki gets a treat. Start off by asking for low energy level behaviours, such as sits and lie downs, so that they are not overly exciting for the dog waiting their turn. After repeating this several times, you are now going to withhold the treats and only give the dog waiting their turn a treat for every second behaviour you ask your working dog to do. Then you can build it up to every third and then every fourth, etc. Remember, don't always make it harder for the dog waiting their turn, otherwise they could get frustrated and be tempted to get up. You need to randomise your rewards. For example, the dog waiting their turn gets a treat after 3 behaviours, then after 1, then after 5, then after 2, and so on. This will make your dog's waiting behaviour stronger, and they won't know when to expect a reward. You can now begin to build up the level of excitement with the dog you are working with so that the other dog learns to wait regardless of the level of excitement. When you ask the working dog to do an exciting trick, give the waiting dog a treat for every exciting behaviour to begin with, and then you can build this up to a random reward system just as before. Make sure you always release the waiting dog after the training session has finished, or when it is his turn to be trained, so that he learns not to get up until you ask him to. If he does get up on his own, simply ask him to go back and lie down and go back a step to where he was successful last. Don't reward him for going back to lie down, as this could build a behaviour chain of getting up and lying down again for rewards. Ask your working dog for a few behaviours first and then reward your waiting dog. Make sure you repeat this process with each of your dogs. If you use toys as rewards for your dogs, you will need to practice for this as well. Start off playing a short game with your working dog at a low level of excitement, and then reward your waiting dog for waiting. In the same fashion as with the treats, you can gradually build up the excitement level of the game you are playing. But remember, don't always make it harder for your waiting dog.
Ready, get it, yes, get it, ha, get it, go get it, ha, go get it, you did so good, get it, yeah, get it,